that side of the highway.
What's new? It's on.
Okay.
Good evening. Welcome to What's New. We have a wonderful program tonight. We have three wonderful guests, and one of our guests is the talented little boy and girl that you all asked about the last time they was on. So we brought them back, and they're going to play for us. I'm going to let Iris introduce you to our guest and get the program going.
Okay, first off, we're going to have Jean Reese over, and she's going to give us information about Friday night, big night in St. John. And we hope the rain stays away, for sure. Okay.
We hope it does, but that's not the projection. To bring their umbrellas if need be, or their raincoats, to come to the Fourth Friday Art Walk, which starts at 6 and ends at 9 throughout the downtown area. All the art spaces are open, and many of the other shops as well, and there are some special things going on this month, including a show by the St. Genevieve Art Guild at the old Ketting building, which I remember as the old library building.
Right.
It is the building which is just past the Herald office, across from the courthouse. And the Art Guild has 20-something artists showing work, all of it garden-related, in anticipation of May's big annual garden event. The art is lovely. I've seen virtually all of it that's come in, and I think people will really enjoy that show. And there's some fun, special stuff associated with it, including a kind of scavenger hunt and prizes and a good time at the old Ketting building. In addition, the Damage Artists Group, of which Iris is a part, is doing a pop-up show at the Linden House Gift House, which is directly across from the Bolduc House and owned by the Colonial Dames. The Damage has art hanging there on a regular basis, but this will include some new pieces and more of it, and we're hoping people will stop by and look for the Fourth Friday sign and the Damage sign on the front of the house. Come in and chat, visit, have some refreshments with at least part of the Damage crew.
Right.
As I mentioned, there are other things going on as well, one of which is a marvelous exhibit of student art at the Welcome Center. This is the annual student show, and the young artists in this community are terrific.
I didn't even notice
Are
Technical difficulties.
Okay, good. The student art this year is really exceptionally fine, and I think that people, not just parents and grandparents. And
Hello, welcome to What's New.
Hello, Iris. How are you? This is Lance.
I'm great. And you're over there in the sunshine in the Cayman Islands, right?
That's correct. I'm calling you live from the Cayman Islands right now. I just got off the beach.
Whoa.
Ha ha.
Yeah.
We're jealous.
But I'm right. I hear that a lot this week. But I'm here with Master Graham and Master Ronald, and we are preparing for the Honduras Cup. This Saturday they're going to, so they're here with me as well. So this is Master Graham, and we'll say hello. Yeah, good evening. How's things down in Missouri?
Well, hello there. How are you?
It's wet right here in Missouri.
How are things down in Missouri? Is it cold and wet there, or
Oh, yeah.
the sunshine peeking through?
No sunshine.
No sunshine?
No sunshine, all rain.
I heard there's some bad storms coming through today.
Yes, they did. I think they already passed.
Lance did say he was going to bring you back a bottle full of sunshine. What that means, I'm not quite sure about. Right.
And what's your country?
And,
Australia.
what?
What country are you from?
Originally, I'm from the United Kingdom, from England, but I've been living here in Grand Cayman for 20 years now.
Wow, you still haven't lost your accent.
Well, I mean, I could go into, I could, like, you know, talking a Liverpool accent, because that's from England as well, which you wouldn't understand what I was saying.
You're right.
It's quite funny actually, because a lot of people, because I sort of lived all over the world, and a lot of people seem to ask me sometimes if I'm Australian. And I said, no, I'm not Australian, no. And to my other side is Master Ronald. Hello.
Hello there, how are you?
Not too bad. Everything's going good here.
Well, so you're having fun giving instructions?
Do you know where he's from with his accent?
No, let him talk a little bit and we'll guess.
All right, you do that. I'm from the other side of the world as well. So very far from here. Maybe about 5,000 miles, maybe?
Wouldn't be New Zealand, would it?
From where?
New Zealand? Where are you from?
No. That's like 25,000 miles.
Oh, it's further yet, okay.
You'll never guess. I'm from the UK as well. I've been here.
Oh,
for 20 years, and I've lost.
Playing tricks.
Definitely got rid of the accent.
Okay, playing tricks.
All right, well, listen, I mean, I hear that you know Lance very well.
Yes, we
That's what
do.
he's told us, right?
Yes, he comes quite often.
It's been a pleasure having him down here, and he's been helping all the kids prepare for this Honduranian trip, which has been quite good. And I believe that we're talking to him about bringing him back up here in the summer to do a summer camp for us and help with a load of things up here with all the children and that. So, and take off some of the experience that he has teaching all of these years. So we'll see what happens.
And that's great.
Well, there's going to be a pretty great summer.
Yeah, I think he's looking really forward to it.
All right. Well, whenever I get back next week, I'll swing by the station and we'll talk more about it. So.
Oh, okay, that'll be good, Lance.
Sorry, go ahead.
I said that will be good, Lance.
All right. Awesome. Yeah. So anyway, things are going great down here. The beach is great. The students are great. The school is great. I'm working on my tan a little bit, and I'll be back on Friday night. So. And
Okay,
the
and
return in June. So.
Okay, and we're all jealous, so have fun. Well, nice meeting you guys, even by air, so it's okay.
All right, cool. All right, so I got dressed up for nothing because he told me it's a TV show.
It is, but we don't have a camera down there, I'm sorry. You could snipe us, I guess.
A little bit of British humor coming in here. I guess you, being an American, don't understand. You'll have to send Don down here with some cameras.
Okay, maybe you could snipe us, or whatever they do.
Yeah, we could
Skype, oh, it isn't, I don't know I don't know about all this stuff. So I got corrected, it's snipe.
Skype.
Skype.
Skype, not Skype.
Well, I don't know the difference.
All right, well, it's very nice talking to you. You take care, yeah? All
You-
right, thank you, Iris, and we'll see you soon.
Oh, okay.
Goodbye.
All right, guys.
All right, good night from the islands.
And good night from St. John.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
Sorry
Yes,
about that.
he
That,
come-
that was very exciting. I don't know about the follow-up here.
He comes on quite often. He's Taekwondo,
Yes.
and he has the
yes.
kids on the table. Which,
Yes.
don't put the kids on the table, they're
Yeah.
gonna fall, Don says.
I think
They're
most
not gonna
people don't know that Lance also is a filmmaker. And he's done a couple of films. I was pleased to be part of the promotion of one of them out at the community center when we had a red carpet grand opening for one of his short films. And Lance is a very talented fellow, and we're lucky to have him in our community, I think.
Yes, he is.
And he gets painted up really well, too.
Yeah.
Freaky scary.
Yes, many talents.
Yes, very many.
Well, let me quickly finish
All
up
right.
so we can get to the music, which is going to be the highlight of the evening. No offense, Mayor.
That's good, it is. I guarantee you are right, Gene. I'm looking forward to it.
I am right. A couple of other things I was talking about, the student art show, don't miss it at the Welcome Center. It is absolutely outstanding. I think we can all be very proud of the young artists in our community. And a little self-promotion here. There is a new gallery in town
at 130 North Main Street, which some of you will recall was the Schmelsley Barber Shop about 30 or 40 years ago, which is when I first moved to this community. And the gallery Eclectics is now open in that space, and it happens to be mine. So as I said, a little self-promotion, but we're brand new and nobody knows about us, so I hope you'll forgive me that part of it.
That's
But
quite all right.
lots of terrific art this Friday. Do not let the rain keep you away. I think it's going to be a lot of fun, and just the beginning of what's going to be an excellent art season in St. Genevieve, which is very much in keeping with a tradition that goes back here for a very long time.
Right, the art colony. Yeah.
Yes, yes, and John James Audubon. I don't know if people know that he lived here, and it is believed that some of his work was inspired by things that he saw here and that he actually did some drawing here. So we have a very strong art tradition. So don't miss out.
And the young kids are really good.
Oh, yes, oh,
Talent
yes.
is booming in
Terrific
St.
show at the Welcome Center. So,
Yes, you can start at the Linden House, the Welcome Center, Judy's Galleria,
yes.
Rust. I hope I don't miss anybody going down the street.
Oh, you will,
Collect-
because we have so many gallery spaces. And of course, Dr. Terry Caven's
Right.
space will be open this month, because it is also, this Friday is also the Women's, Run for Women's Health event. And Dr. Caven's always hosts things at her little gallery, which is catty corner from Eclectics and Rust. And then there, of course, is the Reinhardt Gallery, up in the square end of town, and places in between, too numerous to mention. Go to the city website, or go to the Downtown Renewal website, or to the Art Guild website,
Or go
and
to
you
the
can,
community, or Welcome Center and pick up a
the
map.
Welcome Center,
They have
and
maps.
pick up a map, and have a good time. By the way, that event is entirely free. Virtually all of the art spaces serve some kind of refreshment, and people can just have a very good time meeting and greeting others and enjoying a little something or another and looking at locally produced art.
Right, and you don't have to buy, you can just come look.
You
We
can
don't
just
care.
come look.
That makes us happy also.
Yes.
Yes.
And it's just as entertaining talking to the owners. I'll tell you what, I enjoy that too, because they're very friendly and a lot of good information, and
Yeah, and
they're
every-
very passionate about what they do, and it's just what you heard with Jean tonight. It's she did a great job of promoting that, and it's the excitement of it, and that's what we need more of. You know, so I
Yep.
encourage everybody to come.
We have a great city here.
We do, amen.
Yep.
I will
So-
excuse myself because I know the mayor has some things to say.
I got nothing to
And
say.
then this terrific pair of musicians here who are just amazing.
They are,
For
they
your
are totally
ages,
amazing.
you are wonderful. They were playing for us before we went on the air, and wow.
They were just practicing. They're ready to play now. Whoa.
Thank you very much.
Well,
Hope to
thank
see
you for
everybody
coming.
Friday night.
Thank you for
Okay,
coming.
Thanks,
Hi,
Jean.
Jean.
Okay, you guys want to introduce yourself again? Quentin, you want to,
I want to introduce the musicians,
yes.
and so on my left here is Aiden Eisenbeiss. He's from Bloomsdale, Missouri, and the little lady in the middle is Lexi Ram. She's from St. Genevieve, and the fiddle players, and the lady with the auto harp, which a lot of people ask is what's she playing. She's playing an auto harp, which was made famous by Mother Maybelle Carter back in the 1930s. And that's Judy Hurdy. And I'm Quentin Hook from St. Genevieve. And we're going to do a variety of songs. Mostly, we call ourselves old-time fiddlers. We're playing old-time music, and some of us newer time music, but that's what we call it. It's old-time fiddling. And our first fiddle tune is going to be it's a really a popular square dance tune. It's called Bar Them Cabbies, and Aiden and Lex is going to team up on this. a tune that probably everybody that learns how to play the fiddle plays this tune first. So, but we still like to play it. It's called Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. Now Aiden's going to play a tune called Faded Love, and this was made popular back in the 30s also by Bob Wills and his Texas Playboys, but he used 4 fiddles, but we've got 2. Aiden's going to do the Faded Love.
And in case you guys don't notice, he is not looking at music. It's all in his head. Right?
Yes.
You do it too.
That's the difference between fiddle players and violinists. And it makes a different kind of music because violinists have to play every note just the way it's written. Fiddle players can play it any way they feel like it. So Alexa's going to do Old MacDonald the way she feels like.
Go, girl.
Wonderful. And how old are you?
7.
7.
7 years old and so talented. How long have you been playing? I forgot from the last time.
Okay, can I do a horn?
Lexi, how long have you been playing, hon?
A little bit less than a year.
Less than a
Okay,
year.
now the two fiddle players are going to team up on Amazing Grace.
Oh, wonderful. Good job, guys.
Now Lexi's going to do Happy Birthday.
When is your birthday?
Is that 2 or 3 months?
2 or 3 months?
What day is what month is it?
June 3rd.
June the 3rd. Oh, well, that's just a little ways away.
All right. And this next tune Aiden's going to do, it's called Red Wing. And when Judy and I play out, and we play for older people, of course, they'll come up and they'll say, you know, my dad used to play that tune. My grandpa played it. So it's been around a long time. And now Aiden's going to play it for us.
Next generation.
And Lexi's going to play an old tune called Oh Susanna.
Oh, I like that one.
Thank you.
is called the Westphalia Waltz. It's really a pretty waltz that people dance to a lot, especially around St. Genevieve and Perryville. Aiden's going to play it, and you'll agree with me, it's really a pretty waltz.
Okay, this one before you start,
Pardon?
in case Mary Ann Otto's watching, we'll just dedicate this one to her, okay?
Oh, okay,
Hopefully she's watching.
all right.
So good, that little kid.
And Lexi's going to play Amazing Grace again, but this time she's going to play it by herself.
Oh, okay.
So it's a solo, Lex.
Solo. Here we go.
Okay.
Nice, nice.
Aiden's
Look at
going to do a
yourself.
song. It's called The Shokin's Farewell, and it's everybody thinks it's a Civil War song because it was the background music for a Civil War miniseries in 1981 or 82, and they played this song through the whole 2 hours of the miniseries.
Oh my
And
goodness.
it's very pretty, and it's got a lot of good feeling to it.
They do.
Lexi's gonna do an old
And
song
to remember,
called
I saw that.
Row, Row, Row Your Boat.
Oh,
We need a vote.
Okay. Aiden's gonna do a gospel song called Sweet Hour of Prayer. Lexi's gonna do an old waltz called the Tennessee Waltz.
oh, cool.
Wow.
Some of the old-time fiddle tunes have strange names, and this one that Aiden's gonna play has got a strange name. It's called the Flop-Eared Mule.
Good job.
Lexi's gonna do actually this is a classical song. It's called Brahms' Lullaby, which is really Lullaby in the night. And Aiden's gonna do another fiddle tune. This is a good square dance tune also. It's called Old Joe Clark.
Very good. Bless you.
And Lexi's gonna do another square dance fiddle tune called Soldier's Joy. And it's an old song from way back also. Lexi likes to play them fast. Good job.
She's a hurry-up girl, huh?
Okay. Aiden's gonna play another gospel song called How Great Thou Art.
Oh, that's my favorite number.
herself one time. Yeah. Lexi's gonna do With a Circle by herself, and then we're gonna do together, and Judy's gonna sing With a Circle for a closing song. But she's gonna do With a Circle Be Unbroken now.
Look what you called on, baby.
Yeah. How great y'all are. Wow. Very good.
All right.
Now me next to Judy. Now is it me next to Judy?
Now, she's gonna sing, and you can play between her some verses. So we're gonna finish up with a Circle.
Aren't you gonna play three fiddles?
Oh, you want to play three fiddles first? Okay.
Boil the cabbage? Yep.
Yeah.
Real fast, Lexi, okay? We're gonna do it really fast.
Hey, Quentin, before you do this last one, didn't you say that these two went someplace?
Oh, yes. They went to Fallon, Illinois at a fiddle contest, and they both came home with a trophy and $10 apiece.
Wow, good job, guys. Yeah.
Yeah, they did real well, really well.
That's a
Good for
start.
you, yeah.
Good.
So we're gonna do boiling cabbage, all three of us. I said Bob Wills had 4 fiddles, we have 3, but we'll do the best we can.
Boil the cabbage?
Boiled cabbage, yeah. Ready? Okay. Now we're gonna play through once and then Judy's gonna sing. And then we'll play it again, so. Will this?
Standing by my window on a cold and cloudy day.
guys were wonderful. Thank you so much.
Thank you for
It
having
was
us.
our pleasure.
Yeah.
You are welcome. Anytime you want to come back and entertain.
I can tell you're ready. We'll have people asking when you're coming back.
We'll have to learn some new songs if we come back.
No, it doesn't matter if you play the
No,
same things
just
over and
no.
over. yeah.
They just enjoy.
Yeah.
Just enjoy seeing us. They enjoy
Well,
it
they're
too.
having as
very
much fun as
good.
we are to see
So
that.
anytime
Yeah.
you feel like you want to practice again, come back.
We will. Thank
You know, I was thinking, do you go to like arbors or places like that? I bet arbors would, those people would really enjoy that.
Well, actually, Judy and I play over at Arbors
Oh,
once
do
a
you?
month.
Once a month.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mercedes, does she play her harmonica with you?
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah, she's so sweet.
She is. Quentin's sister was there at the Arbors. Was it at the Arbors?
Yeah.
And she has passed.
Yeah.
Deep Kurtz. And we went over
So-
there and played with her.
Yeah, I have a cousin that's there now, Melvin.
Oh, yeah.
Melvin, yeah.
Yeah.
Cousin-in-law. Yeah. Still a cousin. Well, you guys are so good. You just get better and better. Yeah. You
We're
do.
sure proud of them. Thank you.
They
Yes,
work
for
hard,
sure.
really.
How much time do you spend practicing?
I do all my songs, and that takes about 30 minutes
30
sometimes.
minutes.
30 minutes. And it's so amazing that you can remember all of them. My brain, I don't know if I would.
It's hard
Are you getting where you remember most of them now too?
to. Yeah.
Pretty good. aren't
Pretty
we?
much? Good.
Yeah.
Now, you read music,
No.
We don't do that. We do tabs.
tabs?
We,
1, 2, 3.
I teach by a tab method, and it's we mark the fiddle with 1, 2, 3 marks. And you got 1,
Lexi's
2,
fiddle
3.
is still marked.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All
And
right.
then instead of reading notes, they'll read the 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, and it's amazing. They can pick up a song just like that by reading the numbers.
Wow, that's awesome.
This is the proof of it.
Right, absolutely.
Yeah, it's amazing. He doesn't have any trouble with
And
any.
our aim, though, is really to learn them all by ear, so you don't have to read, because that's what fiddling is all about.
Mhm.
Is doing it without reading the sheet music and improvising. Throw your own licks into it. Aiden does that already, and Lexi does too.
Yeah.
Like you're playing that, the Oh Susanna, the way she did in Old MacDonald.
Yeah.
That's different. So every fiddle player plays the tune different. And I tell them, whenever you play in a group like we did Saturday, you can always pick up something from another fiddle player. Some of them don't like you to steal their licks, but if you listen real close, you can pick up something off of every one of them.
And Aiden's vibrato.
And Aiden, he picked up his vibrato. Show him what vibrato is. That's an art that you can't really teach. It's just something that you have to feel it yourself when you do it. She's gonna get it one of these days. She's working hard too.
very good.
Yeah, both of you are. Yeah. All of you are, actually, yeah.
I try, but I don't sound very good.
Yes, you do. You know what? For 7 years old, you're great.
Yes, you are.
I'd like to see these two try to play one of them.
I bet, I probably couldn't even do nothing. There we go.
We have a lot of fun, and these kids are, that's what we tell them. Don't worry about, if you make a mistake, just keep on
Just keep
playing. Have
going,
some
that's
fun.
right.
I made a lot of mistakes in a lot of my songs, and I kept on going.
It was hard to tell.
Well, the part people don't keep tell really, but the
Yeah.
main part is have fun
Well,
and,
yeah.
and do it for enjoyment of people who are listening.
Right.
So we always tell these kids they got a gift and you're supposed to share it.
They do have a gift. That's
They
really
do.
a gift.
They do.
Yeah. I always
much
wanted to
so.
learn how to play the piano, and I tried, and I couldn't learn for nothing. So see how gifted you guys are?
Yeah, we are.
Keep
I'm proud of
keep
them.
using that gift. That's the only
That's
exercise that gift, and like Quentin said, share it with others, share that gift.
I was thinking, those kids, those women would probably love them at the arbors.
Oh, yeah.
They would just think that was the greatest thing.
Yeah, we'll have to go over there sometime.
Well, whenever you want to come back, just,
We'll keep that in
Anytime.
mind. Yep.
Yeah.
We'll
we'd
be
love
working on
to
some
have
new
you.
songs. And by the way, that Tennessee Waltz was the first time she played it.
Oh, you're
Anybody-
kidding.
Really?
Good job.
Lessons.
Wow.
Yeah,
Well, great.
Now, you do know that you can go on
not tonight though.
stgentv.com and pick out whichever episode you want to watch. And you can probably see the difference from the last time you were here till this time.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I can tell by the date.
That's right. Yeah. Yeah, you're very good.
Very good. Thank you so much.
Okay.
Thank you for having us.
We have to have you back.
Want to do one more?
Do you want us to do one more?
Yeah, go
Oh,
ahead.
sure.
Is that okay with you, Paul?
Oh, my. I'm
You can
enjoying
sit
this.
here all night and
I
listen
can.
to them.
This is
Do you
awesome.
like guys mind getting them home later? Okay.
You do the harmony?
Yeah.
Okay.
Aiden's learning to play harmony fiddle.
We're gonna do Amazing Grace, and Aiden's gonna play what we call harmony to the two other fiddles. And if you listen real close, it's kind of like two people singing in a choir, one of them singing alto and the other one singing baritone. So, ready, Lex? Not too bad for no practice.
How about your other harmony one? YouTube.
Oh, yeah, Aiden and I do a tune called Tom Bixby. I don't know where it got the name, but we
What's the
do,
name
we
of
do
it?
two fiddles on it, Tom Bixby. Am I gonna do the harmony first? Okay.
Very
Can you do
good.
the Orange Blossom Special yet?
Oh, can we do it?
Yeah.
I'll make the whistle, Aiden.
Last time you played, I didn't know about that one.
This is a fiddle tune that every fiddle player in the country or the world has to know how to play it, and it takes forever to learn it.
Really?
So we're gonna, he's
Abe played
gonna
it
do
the
what he
last
can do.
time.
For a year and a
It's
half.
called the Orange Blossom Special.
You played it the last time. you
Yeah.
were here.
Wow, that is fantastic.
Runaway trail?
Yeah, that's a little high.
That's what?
That is a little behind.
Yeah.
So you want us to play a few more tunes? Are we done, or?
You can play all night if you'd like.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, this is great.
It's already
Oh, it's 8 o'clock though, really.
We got till 8:30, so it
Okay.
doesn't matter. If the kids have to get home, that's fine.
Well,
If not, you can
I
play
think
some
it's
more.
about, we did a pretty good part of it anyway, so.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
We
Thank you.
appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you very, very much.
We don't want to wear you out, we want you to come back.
And thank you, parents, for bringing them.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
We love having you on this.
We like what we done to you yet.
That's great.
There, good.
Okay, Mr. Paul, what are we going to talk about tonight?
You tell me. I've been talking for 2 weeks now. Huh?
You just talk about anything you want to talk about, and we'll
Really?
ask you
Have
questions.
to introduce the mayor.
That is our new mayor, Mr. Paul.
Well, it is good to be here tonight. And wasn't that awesome?
That
It's
was
just,
great.
I loved, talented people, gifts, and they got it, and they're exercising them. That is.
They are very good, yes.
That's right. Well, that's good. But, no, I just wanted to come on, and I'm just excited to be mayor. I'm just still in a state of shock and overwhelm. I've got to meet a lot of people, and it's just been incredible. It's been an incredible experience so far. Already had some issues to take care of, but you know what? Everything's going well so far.
Well, that's
And
good.
I'm excited about it. I'm excited about the group of people that we have running our city government. We talked about these girls these ladies that run this. They're in the office here, and they're just top notch, man. I'll tell you what, all of them. I got a question, they got an answer for it.
They got an answer, yeah.
Tomorrow night, Martin's not going to be here. He's enjoying a vacation this week.
Oh, you
He's
have a
out in
meeting
Washington,
tomorrow
D.C.
night, huh?
Yeah, we got a
Yeah.
meeting tomorrow night, so he assured me that Pam will help me through that, and I'm looking forward to it. We got a pretty big. It's I think a simple agenda, but we got some issues. There's a new business wants to start in town, and distillery down on Main Street at the
Right.
old firehouse.
Oh, yes.
And I think it.
You guys be careful out in that rain.
That's right.
Take care.
Thank you.
And thanks a lot. So when are they going to open, or do they know yet?
I don't know. It was passed. The planning and zoning okayed it. I went down and talked to some neighbors down there, and there's one neighbor across the street that's really excited about it. A new business. The firehouse on the corner, I understand, is that's a new business going to start. I was talking to Sandra Cabot today. I had a meeting with her, and there's a women's boutique going to go in there, and
Oh,
they're going
in
to sell
there?
clothes. Yeah, right on the corner where the
Oh,
old.
really?
Oh, that would be
Oh,
great.
okay.
Yeah, we need that. It's going to be kind of nice. You can, buy
Well,
some
so we can
clothes.
shop in town and don't have
It'd
to
be nice to
leave.
shop in town.
It
And
will.
I've heard that, where people would like to have that.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Well, we got Simple the Sassy, and
Yeah,
Sam's
yeah.
got some clothes in
Right,
across
yeah.
the street there, but
Yeah,
still,
Sam's.
you need a big choice.
Oh, you do. You need a choice. And we'll get there. It's going to take some time, and I'm just encouraged. I'm just excited about what's ahead for us here in town and in our community. I think we're well on our way. Like I said, we got some great people. We got some good leaders, and we just got to lead.
And
you
we
know.
got to teach the people to shop in St. Genevieve.
That's right. To,
Even if you think you need to go out of town, go see what's around here first.
No, and really, I'm excited. And my sisters are coming down for the art walk Friday night,
Well,
and I
great.
hope the weather's good.
I
But
hope so too, but I think it's going
because all our gifts, Mary and I, we shop in town. Every chance I get, I shop in town, and we got to support our merchants. If I want our town to grow, we got to shop and support the people here in town. So got to do a good job doing that. And I think and that's what I love about this town, and I've always loved about this town, is the generosity of the people. When there's a need to be met, people meet the need.
They
They
do.
step up.
That's for
They
sure.
step up, don't they? And it's been incredible. I've always admired that about this town, and I've always admired the community. It's community, the community. And I love community, and because community is all about relationships. And you know what? We're going to have our differences, but you know what? We can still love one another, and we can still get along, and we can work together to make this community not only bigger, but better too, and stronger. So, and that's what we got to do. So, and that's what I intend to do. I always tell I'm a people person. I love talking to people. It's not hard for me at all. I could talk and I could talk and I could talk. I've come in to learn. I realize that but you got to listen too. And people need to be heard. And that's what I hope. I hope to give the folks and the fine people of this community a voice. And that's why I want to make it to, or even our alderman meetings, that when you have an opportunity to speak, and you have an opportunity at our aldermen's meetings for public comments, and to be heard. And it's a good place because you can come right in here and sit, and you'll have the attention of your alderman, your mayor, your city administrator, and that's a great opportunity. It's a great time to if you got something to say it. You know, and
they can come in anytime to any meeting.
That's exactly right. And I've been going to, and that's one thing I'm working on, because we have also a lot of volunteers in our town. We have a lot of committees, that work hard to make things happen. There's the park board. I went to one of their meetings Monday night, and it's they need three members on their park board, 3 volunteers to be on that board, and we got to get, and that's one of my jobs, is to recruit people to work on these boards. And I encourage people to, if you want to get involved, that's a good place to start on one of our boards. There's the tourism board. I think they're full, but the heritage committee, everybody, there's a lot of different committees and a lot of people, that they need some help to fill these boards, because those boards make important decisions for the community and where they're at, and we need good, solid representation on the board. And I strongly encourage young people.
Yeah, definitely.
We have a lot of, and I was talking to a friend of mine, Carl Wiener, tonight, and that man, he's an older gentleman that's on the levy board, and those folks, and he's just one of them. There's a lot of people with a lot of knowledge that needs to be, just what Quentin's doing with these kids. He's passing that gift that he has on to them. And you know what? That's going to go on for a long time with these young people. His legacy is going to go on, and we got to do a good job of sharing and getting the knowledge. And I just visited with Carl tonight, and because I'm always hitting him up I got a lot of questions, and he's got a lot of knowledge, and he can share it with me so it doesn't die with him. And it's important that we do that. And I'm encouraged. I met a young lady at the chamber ball, the gala, Friday evening, and she's 23 years old, and she told me she was interested in getting into city politics. So I was encouraged, and that's awesome. And I think she's gonna start coming to the board meetings, and she's I'm gonna try to get her connected to one of the committees, to be on one of the committees, and that's what we need. We need some young people to come, because we need the young people to learn from the old, and that's a good biblical principle.
Ideas too.
It's a very good principle, because it's very scriptural too. In Peter, in the book of Peter, he talks about the older women are to teach the younger women, the older men to teach the younger men, and we need that. We need some good, solid teaching and to pass these things along. So I'm excited about that. I'm gonna do a lot of cheerleading. I'm tell you what, it's
that's great. Yeah.
It is. I'm excited about it, and we need that. We need some excitement, man. We need to just people. I sat, and when I was talking to Sandra tonight, she's so passionate about the tourism and
her job.
It is. It just was incredible.
She's very great.
Yeah, she is, and she's one of many. We got a lot of great people that are doing a lot of good things. So it's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. It's going to be challenging, but it's going to be fun. So, any questions? Any questions for me? I don't know. The first 2 weeks, I tell everybody I'm on information overload. There is a lot to learn, And I'm glad I got Martin, because he's a very smart man.
Yes, he
knows
is.
how to run a city, and I'm going to learn a lot from him. Mayor Grimminger, I appointed him to the park board, and he's going to be on the park board as the city liaison.
Well, that's great. Yeah.
Sandra said, I haven't told him yet, but Sandra said he'd be really good also as the liaison on the tourism board. And we we're gonna find, everybody's gonna be a part of it, and it's gonna be good. It's gonna be really good. And
Yeah, have a lot of good volunteers in St. John.
we do. It floored me. I mean, it's incredible, the amount of volunteers that do things, and you don't even,
Don't even know it. It's all behind the scene, or a lot of it's behind the
it
scenes.
is, a lot of it's behind the scene, and that's okay, but it's still, it's nice to hear a thank you, and I've been going to the meetings, and these people are just like, they don't have to do that. They're volunteers.
That's right.
Lady, a big volunteer in our community, Kathy Walsh. I run into her at a lot of different committees, and man, what a top-notch lady.
And she's very intelligent.
She's very intelligent, and there's another one that, boy, I'm leaning on to learn. She was a mayor at one time,
Right.
so, and boy, I need that. I don't have to learn about city government, and the people part I can handle, but the running of everything, and I need people, and that's one good thing too. They're ready to share, and all I got to do is ask.
You got a good crew in here in City Hall.
Oh yeah, we have a great crew in here. I'll tell you what, I can't. Tomorrow I get to go. We're going to go on a road trip with Carla and Sandra. We're going to Jeff City. The Hotel St. Genevieve is going to receive an award for restoration. So, so I get to go and be a part of that. So looking forward to that.
Audubon.
Yeah, for the Audubon and the hotel down there.
Yeah.
So
The awards chambers have really nice.
That's great.
Yeah. I enjoyed that. First time I ever was to the Chamber of Commerce gala. That was exciting. I really enjoyed that. I was really Tom Kime. Man, the speech he made and the enthusiasm he showed, towards the community. That's good. We need that. We need more of that. We got a great community here. And people, you just got to get the word out and get people seeing that. And once you get them here, people fall in love. And a lot of people, everybody you talk to, everybody knows about St. Genevieve. So there's a lot of good things on the horizon.
Yeah, when we had demolished down there at the JB Valley House, there were people from everywhere coming.
Right.
I mean, different countries, and it was amazing. How did you hear about St. John? That's what we used to always say. They'd be from Japan or somewhere. How did you hear about St. John? Well, I have a relative that lives in St. Louis, or lives in Cape, or Jeff City, or somewhere, and they said, we need to go see St. John.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so there was a lot of that with different countries.
Absolutely. Yeah, that's, and there's I never realized, I was talking to Sandra too about the different little places that you can stay, not only the bed and breakfast, but there's houses in town that people have, like the Rust down there. Sam was telling me about her upstairs apartment that you can rent out there. Yeah, it's nifty, and like I say, there's another, if you haven't met that lady, she's another passionate one down there on Main Street, Sam, that runs the Rust and her store and that store across the street. My wife and I were across the street and bought some things in her store that she went to, I think, Taiwan and got some stuff. I mean, she did a trip.
Yes, she did.
Yeah.
Thailand.
Thailand, that's it.
Yeah.
And
brought back some very beautiful things.
Yeah, Kara, who works at the downtown, there's and the workers that she has in her store, those folks, hours of volunteer work. It's just incredible to me, and it's just the passion that they have. Man, that's what we need. They're young.
They're
fired up.
Need the young ones.
I got two passions and I won't give them up.
Yeah.
There. Well, that one I helped found and I won't give them up.
Well, good. Well.
Been with them too long.
Well, that's good. So.
But it's one I push forward.
You keep pushing it. When God lays something on your heart to do, you do it.
And I love volunteering out at the nutrition center. I love that.
I love that place. I don't know why. I wish if I were in town every day, that's where I'd have lunch every day. What a great, and just a great atmosphere, a good lunch, good people, and it's just a good cause, and that nutrition center, it's a gateway to a lot of people. It's going out with with not only a gathering place, when they leave there with the meals, they spread it out to people that can't. Everybody is not able to come there. Right. So that's a treasure in itself. So.
And Quentin's, is he still president of the Golden Age?
Yeah.
No?
No, his, Wayne Geckis.
Oh, Wayne Garrett, that's
Wayne,
right.
Yeah.
so,
Yep.
He's the farmer president.
He's a former president, but he,
Right.
been a long time out there as president. But he is also delivering.
Yeah.
He
Right.
delivers to the outgoing people.
They serve a lot of meals out there.
They
you know.
do.
They, I mean, it get shipped out, you know, and it's
Oh
just
my
delivery.
gosh, yeah.
So,
We have quite a few,
yeah. So,
because we've got about 7, yeah,
Mhm.
7.
wow.
Seven
7
riders.
delivery vehicles?
Hmm?
7 different routes that they run out there? Wow.
One of them's got as much as 36 people.
Wow. That's great.
That's our biggest route.
Is it? Oh, that's
Yeah.
fantastic. Yeah, and I was really excited to see that the Friday night, the St. John Industries got an award, you know,
Yes.
and that is tomorrow. My wife Mary is a van driver for those folks over there. And
Oh, is she?
Oh my gosh, she loves it. Yeah, gets to drive the van in the morning and the evening, and they're loading up tomorrow. They're going to the ball game.
Yep.
So,
Go to the ball
oh
game.
my
So
goodness.
much fun.
Oh my goodness, that would be quite an adventure. I'll tell you that.
Oh, it's
right now.
fun.
I'll bet it is. I'll
It's
bet it's
fun.
a blast. So,
It is fun. I've gone.
have you gone?
Oh, yeah.
That's good.
It's fun.
Well, that's right. You're on that board, aren't you? Yeah. Well,
Been
that's
on it. One of the 9 original.
one of the 9 original. Yeah.
We only have 4 of us left.
Wow, that's fantastic.
We've
Yeah,
been on there
you're-
for 40
you're-
years.
40
Your name-
years.
yeah, Your name was mentioned in the paper. In the
Yeah.
article.
40
Yeah.
years I've been secretary.
Wow, that's fantastic.
She's an old secretary.
Jesus. Oh, you can't say it anymore. Today was, I get this right, administrative, you're an administrative assistant. You're not a secretary anymore. See, it
Oh,
used to be
really?
Secretary's
Oh,
Day.
really?
Today was Secretary's Day, but I got told that it's not Secretary's Day anymore. It's administrative assistant.
Oh.
Or no, administrative professional, something like that.
Whoa!
Politically correct, yeah. You got a new title.
So Mary Ann's a pro now.
Yeah, she's a pro now. Well, congratulations. So, that's fantastic.
Well, it's a fantastic organization.
It is. It is.
So you
great.
have any plans for the city unusual, or kind of going to learn and then
Well,
jump into things?
I've hit the ground running. I don't think anything unusual. I talked to. I'm really and you just heard it from Gene. There's always problems with roads, you
Right.
know,
Yeah.
and we got to, and I don't know how we're going to do it. And I know money's always an issue, but we have to do. I think what we have to do, and I'm going to challenge the board to at least. We have to look at coming up with some kind of plan. Well, first of all, we're going to have to look at problems and identify serious problems. It's time that we start addressing that, you know, and I would think it would be even great if we could fix just one road, just start, this is just a start, if we could just fix one road in 18 months, that'd be better than doing absolutely nothing. And I'm not saying that we're not doing anything. You know, we've got some help with the district here, with the overlay on Market Street, so that's a big improvement coming into town. I know there's an issue over there at the where the new care center is. They put in the back end of it. Have you been over to that new care center where you've seen Mary Ann's room over there? Isn't that beautiful?
It's awesome.
It is incredible. My friend John Stoopy, myself, and Ethel went over and visited her a week ago Sunday, and her room is just. That is something that I encourage everybody to do. Just take a little time on a Sunday afternoon and walk the halls of the care center, and either care center. We went to both care centers, and those folks over there are just so happy to just see somebody and
Right.
to listen to them and just talk to them, and we all need to do that. You know, we all need to sacrifice a little bit of our time
Oh, yeah.
to take care and just to listen to people and to bring them and to encourage them and to bring them some hope. And we had a blast. I mean, it was just fantastic.
Yeah, we
And-
miss Mary Ann here.
Yeah,
Badly.
yeah, I know that.
You really miss her.
Yeah, she's a sweetheart, you know, and
Always jolly.
yeah, she is. And that's what I love about her. I go over there. How you doing, Mary Ann? Oh, I'm fine. And the family shakes
she's
her.
always fine.
She's always fine.
She could be laying there half dead and she's still like,
she's
I'm fine.
I'm fine. You
That's
know,
all right.
so she is. You know what? she's a jewel, you know, and her whole family, they got what a beautiful family. And,
Oh, they
and
have.
that's an important thing is family. And
Right.
when you're faced with their facing and the hardships with all that, it's so nice to have family. You
It
know,
is.
And that's
It
that's
is.
that's
I don't
very
know what I
important.
do without mine.
Yeah, we're all very thankful for families, you know, and we got to take care of the family. We got to. I think that's one of the problems in our country right now is the breakdown of the family, and
Yep.
because of that, we have some serious problems, and it's going to be hard to overcome, but we can do it. I'm just getting ready. I got a call from Sandra Bell at the health center, the health center over there, and we're going to be meeting and to tackle the drug problem we have in this town. And I'm not saying it's a overwhelming problem, but we have a problem and we have an issue and we need to deal with it.
And
we
you know,
got-
if people weren't ashamed,
right,
everybody makes mistakes.
right.
And if people weren't ashamed when they get reprimanded,
Mhm.
if they could overcome that and people could treat them like it's no big deal, like
Right,
we're glad you're doing better,
right.
maybe that would be a big asset.
It would be a help. It would be a help. And I always tell people all the time, drugs are not a respecter of persons. I don't care who you are.
No.
It can happen to
Anybody.
the best of families,
Anybody.
and it can happen. And I'm very happy that they're on board with the drug take back, and they're working on these opiates out there and medication that is so prevalent in people's homes. You know, we go to a doctor and we have surgery and we get pain medication and we keep it. We need to get it and destroy it. They've got some very simple things we can do now. There's some packages you can put the stuff in and it dissolves it and really works. I think Sandra's got some of that stuff out there. And we need to really work. We need to work well with our police department. We got to get over this. When people see things that aren't right, we need to call the police and let them know, hey, there's
That's
something
for sure.
suspicious going on. Let them check it out, and they'll be happy to do that. I know our city police department, make a report, they're happy to check things out. And it might be nothing, but it could be something, you know, and it could be a deterrent. And we got to do a better job that people are afraid to get involved. You're not going to solve that problem if we don't get involved. We got to be involved, and everybody's got to get involved. And if you know something's happening that's not right and it's wrong, tell somebody. Tell somebody. Don't let it lay undercover, because we're never going to get to the bottom of that problem. But I'm excited about working with that, and I'm really, because this problem's been going on for a long time. It's just I call it's denial. We don't want to think there's a problem. And it's not a problem that's ruining this city. It's just a problem that every city has. Every small city, every big city, it's a problem that's here.
A
It's
good
here.
example of that is down near Branson. There was a little town that had wonderful shops in it.
Mhm.
And we went there, and about 4 years later, we went back. There was nothing. And I said to one of the guys that was still there, I said, what happened in this town? He said, drugs.
Really? Yeah.
Destroyed our town. Drugs destroyed our town.
Right.
They will.
They will. They're not going to destroy this town, because you know what? There's enough people that care and are doing some. There's a lot of help in this town. You have opportunities, you know, to overcome. There's plenty of meetings to go to in this town. There's people that will hold you accountable to help you, and there's great counselors in this town. So there's help, you know, and it's just we got to get folks to the help they need, and then that individual has to see that, hey, I don't want to live my life like this.
Right.
I'm tired of hurting my family, because that's what it hurts the worst. It hurts them and it hurts their family,
yeah.
and it destroys people. So, but we gotta work on it, and we're not going to fix it. We're not going to fix it overnight. It's going to be a progression, but we need to start. We need to really tackle it. You
And
know,
those people that get healed have to know they're loved
that's right.
and
Right.
they're forgiven.
And then those folks got to help others, because unless you had a problem with drugs, it's hard to understand that and understand the cycle and relate to that. So those folks, and that's what I tell them is, once you're well, then there's a time when you'll be able to help somebody else.
Right.
You know, and we'll get there.
Yeah, it's just like a nicotine addiction, but 100 times worse.
Yeah,
because it messes with your brain.
It's mind altering, and that's the problem I have with drugs.
Exactly.
And
And the poor little guys, they don't understand when they first do it,
no,
that their brains changed
that's right.
forever. And they-
People, and the tragedy that I think that's happening in America today is legalizing marijuana. I understand for medicinal reasons, I can see it, but to legalize it because
People want it legalized.
yeah, but what is wrong that you have to alter your mind? It's when you smoke marijuana or take a pill, you know that it's going to alter your mind.
Right.
Well, why do you want to? What's the point of that? There's something that you're hiding. There's something down deep that needs to be dealt with,
That's
but-
for sure.
Yeah. So, but we'll get there. You know what? We're gonna fight it. We're gonna continue to fight it. We got. And I'm encouraged with Sandra. They're ready to fight, and we're starting to put a team of people together. And it's gonna involve the schools. It's gonna involve teachers. It's gonna involve counselors. Because they're seeing it in their schools.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
happening, and it's not a big problem, but we don't want to let it get that way.
Right.
So we need to tackle it.
And they really can't. Their hands are tied too.
There's only so much they can do, but
And
if
some of that needs to be undone so they can do more.
right. So
But
There's
that's
a-
all government related.
that's yeah.
So many people are afraid to let other people know they need help.
Mhm.
And
Well, that's human nature
Yeah,
in
and
a way.
it's like the police. The police are here to help you. Just
Right.
give them a call. I mean, I'm going to give them a call. I know. I've already given them a call.
Yeah.
And,
Well, that's good. There's nothing wrong
when
with
it's all a
that.
problem. And
They're here to protect
Yeah,
and to
and they help
serve.
with it,
You
so-
know, and that's what our police are for. You know, and we're not gonna wear them out. You know,
No.
we got a good top-notch police department, city and county. We got some good men and good women on our forces, and we're blessed. You know, we got a great community here. We got a lot of great volunteers. Our fire department, you know, those guys are top-notch. Those guys that work out there, they're volunteers.
And volunteers, yeah.
Yeah. And I'll tell you what, they're professionals. You know. And I'm
Yeah,
encouraged.
I think you'll do a good job in the city.
I hope so. I'm going to give it my best, and
That's all you can do.
tell people all the time. I trust, and one thing this has done for me is it's my relationship with God has gotten better because I'm praying a lot more because I need His wisdom, God's wisdom, you know. And that sign upstairs is in God we trust, and I trust in God, so He's going to give me the wisdom I need to lead. He'll give me the wisdom when to speak and when to keep my mouth closed. I want to lead and treat people like He wants me to treat them, you know, and I'm going to love my neighbor, and I'm going to continue to do that, and you know what, I'm going to honor Him, and when I'm doing that, everybody else is going to benefit from that, you know, because they're going to get my best, and that's what I want for people, so.
Well, I wish you luck.
I appreciate that. I do. I appreciate you girls and what you do here. This is a great forum, you know, for anybody to speak and to share.
Yes.
Yeah.
And we need more of that. I want to see that. I want to see people need a voice, and people need to be heard. And when you do that, you get people, because it's we the people. It's we the people. It's this city belongs to the people, the citizens of St. Genevieve, and they need to have a voice, and they need to help fix the problems that we have.
Right.
But we got to get them. We got to cheerlead, and we got to get them going again. You know. Not again. There's a lot of people running, but we need more. We need more support and more help, and we need more people standing up and doing the right thing.
And there's a lot of things that some people don't know go on in the town, the businesses
Right.
and different things. And that's why we try to get people to come up. If you
Right.
have something going on, please come up and put it out there.
Put it out there.
So
Advertise
that
it.
everybody can enjoy that
Right.
and
right.
know that it's there.
It's there. You know,
And
so.
it's you know, for their benefit, because everybody does a little something for entertainment and
Mhm.
to try to help people pass their time.
Right.
And we need to get that out there.
Yep, that's what we're doing.
So that's what What's New's all about?
That's exactly right. So, what's new?
What's
What's new, yeah.
We try that.
So it looks like we're out of time.
Yeah.
Time flies when you're having fun, isn't it?
Right.
Those kids, man, what a blessing. And
Yes,
Jean,
that is.
it's so good. I got to visit her shop the last art walk. And, and she's got a beautiful little shop. And it's right by the soda machine down there on Main
Yeah.
Street. It's right in that area right there. So I know where to find her down there. So that's wonderful.
Well, we thank you for coming
Yes,
on.
thank you very much.
It's
And
a- it's-
anytime that you want to come and you've got something you like to put out,
Yeah.
do it.
Or send somebody, just tell them to call.
That's what I'm going to do. I'm one to, I'm not afraid to give people my phone number, and they're not going to ever bother me. I encourage people to call me with their problems. I might be able to fix everybody's problem, but I can sure listen and help them with it. It looks like Jean, she was looking for a coat, a rain jacket. That's what she was looking for. It's right there. I seen her come back in, so she didn't want to disturb us, but, well, that's what it's all
And
about.
she didn't know that they wouldn't see her.
Yeah, I guess she didn't know. She didn't want to come up. We'll get her coat back to her, so. But again, that is, and I encourage the public to get involved and to have a voice. We need to have a voice.
And you come back anytime.
Okay, good. Well, thank you.
Okay, well,
Representative or
thank you.
anything.
All right.
Good
Glad
night,
to have you.
everyone. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you for listening.
Amen.
What's news going? Bye-bye.